Okay, so 26 and 25, and you have a paid-for house.
Yeah.
So did you have any other financial wizardry that you used to get this taken care of quicker?
Is it even possible to pay off a house early?
Today we talk about paying a little more on the house each month.
Oh, shoot.
We did so good!
Yeah, I'm focusing on you guys. All right. And we have our good friends Maddy and Garrett here to tell us about their experience.
So hit that like button and let's get started.
Hello there, my name is Caleb and my goal is to teach you financially what you may have not been taught in school. I am truly honored that you're here, and I'm honored that Maddy and Garrett are here to tell us about paying off their house early. This is going to be a very cozy one with how small our tiny desk is. You guys want to tell us how cozy this is?
Cozy as I like it.
They're married, so you know. So you guys paid off your house, right?
Yep.
Let's get down to the brass tacks. Is this a gingerbread house?
No.
So this is a real house.
This is a real house. It doesn't taste as good.
Okay. Okay. Tell me about your whole housing experience and how you got into, what you did with the house.
So in 2015, we decided that apparently we were getting married because she said yes.
And we like each other a little
much
bit.
to my surprise. So, so I started looking around for what we were going to do, and we came upon some abandoned property. We purchased that for $15,000, which I had saved up. And so then that summer of 15, we started cleaning it up, hauling the house trailer off, cutting down brush, that kind of thing. So we decided to go with building a new house, which thank God my dad was around because he knew all the ins and outs of that. So yeah, we got a loan for that and started building it. We did it mostly all by ourselves, so that saved us a lot of money.
In terms of what your whole loan was to start, I mean, between the property and like the materials that you put into it, I mean, how much was that? So
the construction loan started, it was, when we took it out, it was for $43,000. All in all, I would say we might have $65,000 in it probably.
Okay.
Total, okay. With the land included.
Mm-hmm. So how long did it take you guys to pay that off?
So we paid that off December of 2020.
Yeah.
So just recently.
So 4 years.
4 years. But we also paid off our student loans, which were almost the same amount.
Yeah, there we go. So that was going to be one of my other questions.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what other expenses aside from...
Yeah. So in terms of paying extra on the mortgage, we didn't pay a dime extra on the mortgage until January of 2020 because we were paying only extra on her student loans. So
generally speaking, how much was that?
Student loans were $35,000.
Okay.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So you had a small house's worth of loans between the two to still take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say to those people who would be like, oh, it's your location, you know? It's the location of where you guys were at that allowed you to...
Well, we made less.
Yeah, we made less money there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheaper. Groceries are cheaper. Your salary is less.
What are your jobs?
I work at a church as the director of family life ministry, and he works at a woodworking shop.
Yeah.
So your jobs aren't, anything
No.
extravagant.
No, absolutely not.
No.
So a lot of people within the financial space, say, oh, you should keep your 15 or 30-year mortgage, normally 30 because people love 30-year mortgages. People say, you gotta keep your mortgage, you got a low interest rate, relatively speaking, compared to other loans. And they're like, you should keep your mortgage for the 30 years and then take the money that you otherwise might pay extra towards the house and put it into investments where you might get, 8 to 10% return versus the, 3 or 4% that you're paying towards the mortgage company. So what made you decide to then pay extra towards the house instead of invest it and get more money, mathematically speaking?
We hate debt.
Yes. In a nutshell, yeah. But the first thing I would say with that is the math is there, and I understand that for sure. But you have to be disciplined. Are you going to be disciplined enough to put that money into an investment, or are you going to be more tempted to say, well, we have this money and we should put it towards, investments, and then you end up buying something silly with it and you don't do anything constructive with it in the end. It just feels good to not have a home loan, like a monthly automatic withdrawal from your bank account. And then I'm more of like what happens on a rainy day, like in the Great Depression when people were getting their houses taken away. It's my house, nobody can come and take it.
What kinds of opportunities does not having a mortgage open up for you guys right now? Like what kinds of goals and stuff are you looking at?
It's just free to have your money, and you can kind of be more, I don't know, I guess dangerous with your own money. To go out on a limb and try to do something different or new, make a new income or that kind of thing.
When someone finds out that you guys have a paid for house, I mean, what do they say?
They say, wow. Like, they're almost in shock. Like, I don't believe you almost, because it's just so uncommon.
I mean, how old are you guys?
I'm 26.
I'm 25.
Okay, so 26 and 25, and you have a paid for house.
Yeah.
What do you think is the value of the house right now in terms of the house and the property? And stuff?
So, when we first got it appraised, it was worth $100,000. I'm gonna guess it would probably be more than that now, because that was before the real estate really took off.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of the goal, I mean, this was a combined goal, right?
Yeah.
I like to clarify that because I think a lot of people who know Bailey and I, or maybe more specifically, people who don't know Bailey and I, probably think that I'm the one that is like, oh no, we can't do this. Like, you can't go and do this. You can't spend money on this. You can't go out to eat. You can't, whatever. And I'm like, no, that's not the case, because these are goals that Bailey and I have set together. We've talked about this a lot. How did you guys grow up in terms of your perspective on money?
There was like 1 year, my first year out of high school, working full time, and at the end of the year, I looked at my bank account and my W-2, and I was like, well, why don't these correlate? Where did it all go? And I had paid for college, but it was a community college. It was a small chunk of what I had made, and it was gone. And so after that, I think that's when it kind of changed. But
For me, I was a little different. I think my mom is more of a spender, and so I'm more of a spender. But when we got married, we would talk about it a lot, and like me being able to see where our money was going, like paying for college and paying for the house, I think it helped that he was more disciplined, and so it helped me be more disciplined, which was very necessary. It's good.
Before we go on, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Trash Can.
Yeah, trash cans are wonderful. This trash can specifically is a great place to throw anything Michigan related. This sponsor is pretty trashy of itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna ask you to join Garrett and I and throw your debt in the trash.
What was the hardest part of paying off your house early?
I mean, it just takes sacrifice. Yeah, saying no to certain things.
I worked for Shipt for a little bit, and so like taking on a second job to like work towards that, because that was a goal we really wanted to hit quick. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, we sacrificed time together and other things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to take that second job for a little while.
Yeah.
She's already kind of abandoned the Shipt thing. We don't really need it. It's way more fun to have her home than to have her shifting.
Paying down debt is a very humbling experience, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's just about living below your means.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, you don't have to make that, and you don't have to make oodles of money to pay off your stuff.
So did you have any other financial wizardry that you used to get this taken care of quicker?
No, not really. I mean, just pretty much hard work.
You didn't do any day trading or?
No, none of that.
He actually put me through boot camp every Saturday, and we talked about how we're going to spend our money this week. No,
yeah, we definitely did discuss things, and
regularly.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to share?
I would say if you are questioning whether you should or not, because a lot of people are like, should I throw all my money at your house loan or not, because I have a 30-year loan or whatever? Most certainly do it, because I didn't think the day that we were going to pay off our house, as soon as the lady at the bank was like, you're debt free, I was like, praise Jesus, this is wonderful. So yeah, I would say if you can, which you can, do it.
Okay, so down in the comments down below, I want you to answer 2 questions. One is, would you ever consider paying off your home early? And the second one is the evening meal. Is it called dinner or supper? We just had a disagreement via text yesterday about this. And I'd like to know your opinion. And also, Garrett, you have the opportunity to defend your incorrect opinion about it being called
Garrett is most certainly incorrect.
supper.
Here's the thing, though. The actual definition is dinner is the largest meal of the day, so it can be both. It could actually be breakfast.
But it's not really. It's always supper.
Right.
Oh, okay, this is very interesting. I had no idea that that's what the definition was.
And with that, hit the like button so that Caleb will allow us to go eat supper.
Well, dinner. But also hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you find this content valuable.
And remember, money doesn't have to be confusing. You can control it.
All right, we're going to go save Bailey because she is locked in the kitchen making dinner with the 2 dogs.